welcome back. It's Raven's Guardian back with another episode of Hogwarts Legacy. So if you remember where we left off last time, we just gave the helm here to Lodgok, and now we basically are free to do whatever we need or want to do. However, if you remember from, if we look at all of our stuff here for our inventory, we actually have a bunch of stuff in our inventory that's unidentified for gear. So if we go in here to gear and we look, we have this, we have these, we have all of these down here. All that stuff's unidentified, and I think it would be a good idea for us to go back to the room of requirement and get that identified so that we can either sell it or equip it to make ourselves a little bit stronger. Alright, so let's go and take a look at the map. We will go ahead and fast travel back to the room of requirement. So we want the Hogwarts map here. Let's go to secret rooms and head towards the room of requirement. So also, since we did the class with Professor Horn, we get this cutscene.
Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howard said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where.
Looks like we have to follow Deke.
Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
All right, let's identify our stuff first, and then we will follow him. All right, so it looks like we identified quite a few things, and then most of that stuff is actually better than what we have. All right, so let's take a look here through our gear. Equip things that are better. So let's see what we got. All right, so we have, these are much better by 4, raising our offense by 4, I should say. Let's see. So no. That's what we currently have. And that's what we now have equipped. Perfect. All right, let's take a look at eyewear. Did we get anything? Nope, doesn't look like it. Headwear. Nothing better than what we have. Let's check neckwear. Nope, nothing there. Robes, we did get quite a few better robes, it looked like. So this raises our offense by 5. This raises our offense by 15, so that's significantly better. And then this raises our offense by 8, so let's go with that one. And all of these, you notice, have the things equipped with them, right? So the trait slot level 2 is filled with disarming. This one gained amphibial protection, so decreased damage taken from dead bugs. Did we get anything here? Yes, but it's not any better. So Protego shielding increased with that, but it's not going to increase our defense really any. So that's kind of cool. It's cool to see that we got those. All right. Now let's go follow Deke. And we can sell the other stuff. All right, I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect. Deke loves an outing.
Alright, so let's see what this is all about. It'd be nice to gather up some of the mystical beasts and bring them back.
That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good.
It looks like we got a couple beasts up here that we might be able to gather.
We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the poffle of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
Alright, so how do I equip it? Assuming it's just like the other. Yep, so we're just gonna equip it to one of our things here. So let's just put it into... Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. So we'll put it in B. Alright, and then I'm guessing we just go up to these and gather them up. So let's see, which one do we want to get? Maybe an orange one? Nice.
You got one!
Alright, well that's cool. Let's talk to Deke.
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Alright, well, I'm ready to meet you there, Deke. So, I guess we can take a look here at our map. Figure out where that is at. So it looks like it's up here. So it's not too crazy far away. We might be able to fly once we get a little bit further out. Alright, let's go meet Deke. Much easier to fly with the broom once you get your broom. Of course, we'd like to get some upgrades. That would be nice. Some sheep down there. These must be the things that he's talking about. All right. Let's see, where's Deke? There he is.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Interesting. That's a good idea. What was it like working for a poacher?
Would you mind talking a bit more about what it was like working for your former master?
Deke's master was not kind to beasts, or to Deke. He saw beasts only as a source of income, to be used for potion ingredients and labor, and... Deke will not say more. But Deke is grateful to be at Hogwarts, where he can help care for beasts and make amends for the things his master made him do.
Any tips for rescuing elusive beasts?
Do you have any advice on how I can rescue more elusive beasts?
Levioso is not only helpful when rescuing flying beasts, it can also help rescue beasts that are generally hard to catch. Try using that spell the next time you encounter a small or otherwise elusive beast.
What if I can't find any beasts?
What if I can't find any beasts in their usual habitat?
Beasts won't stray too far from their homes. Look nearby or simply wait a moment and they should return.
Alright, I'll try to rescue a jobberknoll.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Alright, so he said Leviosa, so let's go ahead and equip that because we'll probably need it. Alright, so let's put that in here. Okay. See what we can do.
Levioso.
Oops, I missed. I'm gonna wait for it. No, don't have to wait for it to recharge. Good. Ah,
Now, I'm only trying to help.
flew out of rescue range. Of course it did. Alright. Well, we learned something new.
Confringo.
Oh! Oops. I wasn't trying to do that. My bad.
Levioso.
Hey, we got one. I accidentally killed one in the process.
There, there. I'm not
My
going to
bad.
hurt you.
Maybe I shouldn't equip spells like Confringo.
I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Alright, Deke. Well, we can just follow the footpath, I think. It's only 150 units of measure, whatever these are. Feet, maybe. So we'll collect a moon calf, I guess. That'll add to our group of animals. So we got a puffskein, a jobberknoll, and now maybe a moon calf. We're going to get this before we talk to Deke, just in case. There we go. Moon calf den, blue flame.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
How did you come to be at Hogwarts?
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Deke's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deke was the most fortunate one, as Deke was sent to Hogwarts. Deke's friends were not as fortunate.
That's unfortunate. Alright, I'll rescue a moon calf.
I
We're
shall
going to have to
go and
wait,
find
though.
a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
You're going to stand here the whole time? Alright, so let's go to the map. And then let's wait. Alright, it's nighttime. I wonder if I'm going to have to Levioso one of these moon calves.
Levioso.
There we go.
I'll look after you.
Got ourselves a little blue moon calf. So that's pretty cool.
It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
All right, let's head back. That's pretty cool. We caught, 3 new mythical beasts. Unfortunately, we took out one of them on accident. Darn Confringo. Got him every time.
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
Well, I'm ready, Deke. That's why I'm here.
Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home.
All right, so let's open our menu here. And then select a beast from the inventory to add it to the Highlands.
Oh! Deke thinks the Vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
All right, sweet. So let's give them some food and brush them.
Deke thinks you are doing good work here.
So let it eat a little bit. Still can't brush it yet. All right, should be able to now. And we can collect some puffskein fur. Nice. All right, what about you, Mooncalf? All right, and we we got some mooncat fur. Nice. Get our bird. We get some jobberknoll feathers. Nice. Alright, well, let's talk to Deke, because we got some stuff.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
Alright, so we now have collection updated with the enchanted loom. So let's go take a look. Alright, so we have to conjure an enchanted loom. So we can do that through our spells here. So that's altering, that is transfiguration, and that's conjuring. So that's the one we want. Let's conjure it up. Alright, so it's going to be under utility, I guess. And then there's our enchanted loom. We have plenty enough of stuff to make that work. So let's put it right here against, actually we'll put it over here against this wall, I think. Let's rotate a little bit. There we go. And then we'll change its coloring. Let's make it a nice yellow, since we're Hufflepuff. Alright, we don't need to make any more of them. Let's interact here with the loom. Alright, so gear features one primary offense or defense stat. By default, magical materials can be used with the loom to add and upgrade a secondary stat or apply traits to your gear. Multiple small upgrades can yield meaningful boosts in combat power. New beasts can be rescued at beast dens or unlocked in quests. New trait recipes can be collected in bandit camps. Alright, good to know. Okay, so let's take a look here. We're wearing this hat, so maybe we can just see what it's got here for traits. Oh, so these are the traits that we basically have available to us. So decreased damage taken from goblins is never a bad thing, especially because we are fighting them all the time. So let's choose that one. And there we go. So we basically put that onto our hat there. You can see it. So I like that. Nice. So there we go. We learned how to do that. So that's good. Does Deke have anything else for us? I'd like to ask you a question about changing the room's ambiance, and what did you ask me to do with the magical materials?
What did you ask me to do with my magical materials?
Use the spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom. Then you'll be able to weave your magical materials into your clothing. Come back to Deke once you've enhanced a piece of clothing.
I did. It still told me upgrade an item of clothing. Okay. Let's do our robe, I guess. Oh, okay. So that's what it wanted us to do instead. Alright, so let's raise its defense a little bit. Okay.
That came out nicely. I should show Deke.
I've used the enchanted loom, Deke.
I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the Vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Does the loom work with all clothing?
Can I use the loom to enhance any item of clothing?
The loom will only enhance clothing of a certain quality. Deke suspects you'll find more valuable clothing as you explore. Deke also knows that some of the shops in Hogsmeade can provide you with a variety of clothing for you to enhance.
Thank you, Deke.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
Alright, so quest complete. The elf, the knapsack, and the loom. Perfect. So that was very helpful. And that was one of our main quests, it looks like. And we completed the challenge for completing 8 main quests there. Alright, so let's take a look at what other quests we have available. Alright, so we met with Deke, and now we have to meet Sebastian in Feldcroft. We have the Shadow of the Estate, so that's basically what this one's telling us. So in the Shadow of the Estate, I promised Sebastian I would meet him in Feldcroft. He hopes the meeting a new student will bring some cheer to his sister Anne, but something ominous is happening at Feldcroft. So we want to meet Sebastian in Feldcroft. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that one. Alright, it is all the way down here, which we do not have anything down here just yet. So we have quite a ways to go. So in that case, I think we'll just maybe fast travel out to someplace close. And then from there, we'll just fly to where he's at. All right. Okay, so let's see. Map-wise, where do I want to go? Let's just fast travel here to the Mooncap Den, and then we'll fly down to where he's at. All right, so we could get another one if we wanted to, because it's right over here. Maybe we can see if we can get a female. That'd be nice. Then we'd have a female and a male. Is that a female? Yes, it is.
Levioso.
Oops, I missed. Oops, we need to equip it.
Protego.
No.
Revelio.
Alright, where did she go?
Levioso.
There we go. Now we'll have a female and a male Mooncap.
Everything's
Perfect.
all right now.
Alright, so we'll have 2 of those. So that's good. Alright, let's go ahead and fly. And head to see Sebastian. If we see any other mythical beast dens or anything along our way, we'll make sure that we stop and see what's up with that. Oh, what's this? It's kind of interesting. Oh, it's an Ashwinder egg. Nice. Okay. Luckily, we didn't even have to get off of our broom for that. There's something over there that's trying to see us. What is it? It looks like a Ashwinder, I'm assuming. Yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. It's been quite a bit of fun. For me, I really enjoy running around all over the place here looking for things and gathering things. So it's quite enjoyable. Let's see, up and over. I don't think we can go. We have to go around, I think. But yeah, I mean, I'm really enjoying it. I think the weekly episodes is pretty helpful, just to make sure that we keep it reasonable and don't get too crazy with the with our stuff. Wonder what this is for. I don't think this is made for a what we're trying to do, but yeah, oh well. All right, let's see what's over here. So we finally made it to the Feldcroft region. And that looks like that's one of those camps that it was talking about. Right here below us. Kind of over here a little bit. So that's where you get your spells at, I guess. There's a bunch of poachers just chilling around there. So obviously... that's where we would go for that. But we're not doing that just yet. Because we're trying to get over here to see Sebastian. And there's a bunch of camps over here as well. So, man, there are a ton of poacher camps around here. Oh, that must be the border that we can't broach. All right. This is a really far way to travel. Whoop, what's this? What's this? There's a mythical beast here, I guess. Let's see. That must be it right there. Is that it running away? Is that a puffskein? Yeah, it's a puffskein. It's okay. We don't need any more puffskeins. I don't remember what our puffskein was that we had, whether it was a boy or girl. So I'll just wait until I figure that out, and then... Ooh. Let's get back on our broom, I guess. We'll go up and around so we don't have to fight these loyalists, because we're still quite a ways away.
Who lived here, I wonder?
Alright, well, we're here to the Feldcroft region. And this must be where we need to go.
I should dismount here.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do. And wait.
You made it.
Well, of course I did, Sebastian.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on. I'll take you to my uncle's.
Alright, sounds like a plan. Let's go.
This way.
In the shadow of the estate is now started. Oh, nice. Here's
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier.
grab this blue plane.
With
Perfect.
Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time. Everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Cool. Let's go in.
Aha!
did you? Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
There's got to be a way to reverse a
I'm sorry
curse.
you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in defense against the dark arts.
Oh dear, Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I can try, or Sebastian's made up his mind. I'll just tell her Sebastian's made up his mind.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by.
All
I
right.
wish you well.
So we talked to Anne. Now let's talk to Solomon. Oh, here's a letter. Sebastian, this is my potion kit. Not yours. Leave my things be, Anne. Okay. I guess Solomon is outside. Here's another one. Dear Anne, Hogwarts isn't the same without you. Well, Sharp is still as foul, but you know what I mean. Hope you're feeling better, Sebastian. All right, let's go talk to Solomon.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
Surely there's something.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
Say I understand, or hope could be a good thing.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop.
Jeez.
I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Quite a sour mood. Alright,
Why
let's see what...
would he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
he's trying to do what's
I
right.
know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened.
Alright, let's go.
Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
Maybe there's some ancient magic up there that you guys can't see.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a
boy.
part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book. Rather unwise coming. I won't rest until you're dead. Not your
Well,
best
we need
move.
to change out our spells here. Because we definitely want to hit these guys with some good stuff. Alright.
You are postponing me. You won't survive this, my young friend.
Confringo!
I won't rest. You've made your last mistake.
I don't think so, boss.
Ah, you said is that it? Such arrogance. Oh, weak human. You're making this. Missed me. Over it. Oh! This is almost too easy. As if you could best the likes of me.
Oops, wrong button.
Don't do that again, I beg you. I can do this. Oh, you will regret coming here. I won't rest. Rather unwise coming back this way.
Ouch.
Easily diverted. Your spells glance off of me. Was that your best?
No, this is.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for.
Well, we
tried to warn
we
you.
did pretty good. Took him out, you know. Can't really complain too much about it. Yeah, so the big thing to note with all this is if you're fighting somebody and they have a bubble around them, it means that they're protected. So it took me a long time to figure it out, but if you are fighting them and you can't figure out how to get rid of their shield, the color of the shield is the color of the spell that you need to cast against them. So red obviously being red, purple, purple, yellow, yellow, and so forth. All right, let's talk to Sebastian.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
They were trying to hide something.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around?
Yeah, might as well.
They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything.
All right, so what are we doing, Sebastian? We got to search the estate for clues, huh? Okay. Alrighty, let's check in here.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumor was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Perhaps it's one of the 4 wizards that we saw at the beginning. Oh, they got some nice stuff in here. Let's check this. Some gold. Yeah, yeah.
Revelio.
Anything else? No. There's some stuff down here by Sebastian, perhaps. What's this?
I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the ministry isn't doing more.
Okay. Anything else? Some kind of weapons rack.
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Yep, sounds like a plan.
Revelio.
Is there anything else? There's a bunch of stuff up here to investigate, it looks like. Some kind of well.
This well looks familiar.
Yeah, it does. Some more shields and whatnot. Can we investigate that or no? No?
Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Revelio.
Yeah, I think this is where they were living. Remember when they had the rains in a couple cutscenes episodes ago?
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Revelio.
No, there he is. I was like, where's he at?
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach.
Yeah.
She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
You are darn right. Let's make it happen.
Compulso.
Huh, a stairwell.
All right, down we go. Well, before we go, let's see. Is there anything up here?
Revelio.
Nope. All right, let's go down. Into the creepy basement.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about.
Now,
Tells me they're after something
these
bigger.
vines will hurt you if they hit you, apparently. All right, Isadora Margnock's journal, entry 2 of 7. Where's the other ones? I traveled here to learn, but I long to help. My eternal struggle is overwhelming. It is though the magic wants to heal, and I'm the one preventing it from doing so. Should I lose hope? Will I forever regret not having done more? I cannot look into their eyes, knowing that I could lessen the burden of heartache. I saw the man leaving camp today, the one who reminded me of my father. Surely it wouldn't hurt to help him. If I could further my research, of course, but that would be a fortuitous consequence of doing something good with this ability.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels.
Alright, well, I guess we're going to have to collect them all then, huh?
Revelio.
Is there any more? Oh, here's one. Here's 1 of 7. It is my second week in the camp. More arrive each day. The Muggle doctors and even some of our own healers are doing all that they can for them. The grief is palpable. The ones who have survived the plague are forever damaged by their loss. A fever may pass, the skin may mend and scar, but the devastating sorrow remains. I saw a man much like my father who had lost a child. I couldn't bear it. I longed to give him some shred of relief. I'm beginning to think that the others are wrong. I have the power to help these souls. It seems as arbitrary not to help them as it would be to rid them of their torment.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
Okay, explore the cellar, yeah.
Revelio.
Is there any more? It looks like there's some stuff back here on the other side. I don't know if I can get to it, though. Oh, what's that? Oh. Apparently I can just destroy stuff by walking into it? Okay. Don't walk
You're
into
not going
those,
to
though.
believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
No, I gotta go speak to Sebastian.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Oh.
I wonder where the other 5 journal entries are. Guess we'll have to probably recover them at some point. That'll probably be part of the quest.
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look.
All right.
Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
All right. So it looks like it's some kind of rune diagram. I don't know if I can really do anything with it. Okay.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
All right. So the quest is now complete, the Shadow of the Estate. And it almost got us to level 19. So that is fantastic. All right, let's take a look at everything that we've done today. And then we'll wrap up this episode as we're kind of broaching on the hour point. All right, so we've pretty much covered all of our main quest assignments that we can do up to this point. We do have a few side quests that we picked up that we can also take care of. And we'll look at those as we decide to do them. Let's see what else we have here. Inventory-wise, we do have that mooncalf. So we could take that mooncalf back and release it into our rumor requirement. I think we might actually go do that before we end. So the mooncalf is a small calf-like beast with enormous eyes and a shy personality. They can be observed dancing in the light of the full moon as it hits the ground. Beasts can be added to the vivariums via the beast management menu. Okay. And then for our stuff in the quest items, we just have the rune diagram. A mysterious rune diagram was left in the triptych. I've seen similar rune symbols before from the Keeper's Trials, but not like this. It may be an important clue. I shall keep it handy. Alright, and then for our notes, we have the notes that we've already read. So from Anne to Sebastian, Sebastian to Anne, and then the 2 journal entries of Isadora. For our ingredients, we picked up quite a few. So we found some Ashwinder eggs. Hot to the touch, 1 clutch of these is an ingredient for Eldur's potion. Ashwinders rise from the dying embers of magical fires and then slither off to dark corners to lay their eggs. They're usually found in dwellings. Some of them seem to have risen from the abandoned campfires and left clutches of eggs in nearby rocky areas. And then we got the Jobberknoll feather. Feathers are shaded by the blue speckled Jobberknolls inhabiting the area near Hogwarts. Jobberknoll feathers can be used to upgrade and assign traits to gear. Mooncalf fur. The fur is shed by the wide-eyed and playful mooncalves. Typically inhabiting forested areas, mooncalf fur can be used to upgrade and assign traits to gear. And then puffskein fur. The fur is shed by the hardy puffskeins inhabiting the area near Hogwarts. Puffskein fur can be used to upgrade and assign traits to gear. Alright. For our talents, we did have a level up, so we do have 1 talent point available. Now if we take a look at our core stuff that we have here, where should we put it? Spell knowledge 3 is probably not a bad idea. That will actually, no, I don't want to, because that'll just open up an additional thing there that we don't really use at this point. Evasion absorption. So with successful, this would actually be pretty helpful for us. So successfully evading unblockable attack with a dodge contributes to the ancient magic meter, which we could definitely use. Protego would be nice. And then basic cast impacts on airborne enemies, contributing to more ancient magic in the meter. So we have those as well. These are like way down the line. Let's see what else we have. We could look at room and requirement stuff, especially now that we have our new thing there with the place to put our animals. Let's see, anything here? Not right now, it doesn't look like. Alright, what about spells? So these are also not a bad idea to get. Defendo, cast a slice through. We do use this quite a bit now, so maybe we actually pick this one up. There we go, perfect. And then we can get some more of these a little bit later once we get some more levels. Alright, so there we go. We assigned that talent point. For our collections, let's see what we got. Alright, so we picked up a new type of goblin, the Loyalist Commander. These goblins wield hammers with impressive skill, often attacking in rapid succession while leaping. They are particularly vulnerable to being slammed with Descendo. They also use ancient magic blasts that smash their targets from afar. Anything else? No. Alright, let's check traits. So we do have a bunch of traits. This is the newest one we got down here at the bottom, Scorching. Decreased damage with Incendio. Or increased damage with Incendio, I should say. Let's see what we got for conjurations. I'm assuming it's just the loom. Fences, so a variety of fence enclosures for your Vivarium. And we also got the benches, seating spaces in your Vivariums. We got the enchanted loom, so an enchanted loom with the ability to enhance clothing with magical properties. And I think that is it. Yes. And then over here for our beasts. So we've discovered quite a few beasts throughout time, but the new ones we got is the Jobberknoll, is a small speckled bird, which never makes any noise until the moment of his death. Which I don't remember hearing one when we accidentally killed that one. And then, of course, the mooncalf. The mooncalf is small, calf-like beast with enormous eyes and a shy personality. They can be observed dancing when the light of the full moon hits the ground. Alright, that was it in the collections. Last but not least, challenges. So we did get those 8 main quests done. So we picked up the legendary mask, which we can now unlock. And then we're working our way towards the stone necklace. And then that is it for in here. Let's see, rumor requirement. We did rescue beasts, so we are starting on this. We have to rescue 10. And then down here, upgrading your gear 5 times. We're working on that as well. Alright. And then collections. I guess we got another collection from reading that stuff. Yep, the ancient mask. Alright, so the legendary mask. A mask with mysterious designs earned by completing main quests. Alright, so that's everything in here. So let's go release that mooncalf, and then that will be where we will leave off for today.
Meet me near the ruins
Nope, so we gotta...
of Castle. After dark, do not tell anyone.
Alright, so that's something that we just opened up that we can do, but we will again do that later Next time, let's go to the secret room and then the room of requirement. Release this mooncalf, and that will be the end of our episode. Alright, so let's go in here. Release our mooncalf so that she can be with the other one. Alright, so we just go in here and then let's place. So we had all boys for everything. So we Puffskein, Mooncalf, and Jobberknoll. So we need a female Jobberknoll and a female Puffskein. And then we will have those. But apparently we can only have a total of 12 mythical beasts, it look like. So maybe we don't necessarily do that. Alright, so let's, you know what? Let's feed them and brush them one more time. Oh! What the heck? I didn't even hit the left trigger there. That wasn't very nice. I'm sorry about that. I really wasn't trying to hurt you. I have no idea why I did that. We'll collect the moonstone though. Let's go feed the Puffskein as well. Work our way back to our bird so we can collect the feathers. And then back to the Puffskein to end it. Alright. Well, that's it. I thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.